Hey, do you know that that doesn't protect people?
I'm anti-mask.
It spreads the virus, it doesn't stop the virus.
Hi, my name's Liz and I'm a nurse currently working within the NHS. And today I'm going to be reviewing videos of anti-mask protesters and anti-lockdown protesters.
Okay, so why do you wear a mask?
I would like to protect people.
Okay, do you know that that doesn't protect people?
It doesn't?
No.
Fundamentally wrong. We're asking people to wear face masks to protect other people because it stops that spread, that spray as people are coughing, sneezing, talking, singing, any of those things.
If there was a real reason for them, we would have used them right at the beginning. We all know the virus is smaller than any sort of bloody hole in your mouth.
I don't sense it looks good.
Waste of time.
Things have changed. There have been different pieces of information coming out during the whole of this pandemic. That's because the science behind what we're doing has changed the whole time as we've learnt more and more about the COVID-19 virus and how to treat it and how to protect each other about it. If things had stayed the same, I would have been more concerned. I am pleased that the advice is changing on a regular basis because it means we are following the science and being led by the people that are looking into this in great detail and learning more, as much as they can about it.
All choices are made on a political basis and not health.
There will be political decisions being made during this pandemic, but ultimately the NHS are following the science, they're following what's going on, what they're seeing in their hospitals every day. And that is then feeding into what the advice is that is being given. So there is an element of politics, but it is not all of what is going on here.
It spreads the virus, it doesn't stop the virus.
There's egg on my face.
No, there's a mask on your face.
Oh, yeah.
There is an element of truth in this. There could be. So if you wear your mask correctly, launder it regularly, change the filters in them as they should be, make sure that you use a mask that has been agreed that is of the standard that we need you to be using, then the limitations of that are there, that it should not be causing the virus to spread. If, however, you are constantly touching and removing and moving your mask, then you will be possibly spreading the transmission onto your hands and then onto anything else that you can touch. A really interesting point is the interviewer in this interview is continually touching his mask and moving it back up his face to cover his nose, which is good because the nose is connected to the respiratory system. Therefore, that's why we've said masks need to touch to cover your face and nose. However, with that constant touching, he is increasing the risk of being able to transmit things further because whatever's on the front of that mask would then be on his hands.
Fortunately, if you want to get on your soapbox or your ladder, you've got to shout. Right? Yes.
Obviously, the force of shouting is greater than the force of speaking, so potentially you would be spreading more of the coronavirus by doing that. Also concerned again that this is a large gathering in Hyde Park and that there's no masks being worn, people are shouting, cheering, all the sort of things that I would consider to be spreading that virus if anybody were to have that gathering.
I want to be able to make my own decisions.
Yeah.
And I want everyone to be able to make their own decisions. And
You don't really like being told what to do?
well, no, definitely not.
No.
Don't like being told what to do, of course not. Never like that. Do you like being told what to do?
Not really, but actually, can we just move a little bit forward because the camera needs to be... There we go, thank you.
I think most people would feel the same way, that they don't like being told what to do. But ultimately, at the moment, we are asking people just to do what is the right thing for everybody and trying to keep everybody safe. Because although for some this is a relatively mild illness that they will recover fully from, we are seeing that it can have a long-term effect on people's health, and it can be deadly. And it's that we need to try and stop.
I would always recommend getting your information from trusted websites. Social media is great, but not all of the information on there can be correct. I would recommend in the UK that you visit the nhs.uk/coronavirus website, or that you go to the gov.uk website or the WHO website. That's the World Health Organization website for all of the latest information and relevant things that are going on around coronavirus.